Good morning. Morning, YouTube. I woke up this morning and woke up with a sore throat. And it's the weather, and then it's my fault too because I sleep under a fan. I keep doing it to myself. And then when I went out yesterday to the local churches and organizations that be helping out with food and stuff, I had a jacket on, but I had the baby boot shirt that was chest was open. Then had it zipped up on me. The wind was blowing, especially when I came back. I ended up zipping it up on my way back because I was out for a while in a couple of places after I went from churches. Yeah. So I'm basically just brushing up in here in the kitchen, Brown's kitchen, and I am going to freshen up my face. I got to bring the mirror in here. I should have a long sleeve shirt on while I'm in here, but I don't. Oh, Jesus saves. Oh, man. Jesus saves. Way down the bottom. Let's see. Good morning. It's my dad's birthday, my late dad's birthday. I'm over here freshening up my face. Oh, it ain't but one person in here, so you know, ain't but one person up in here. I guess everybody else just being nosy. I don't see but one person up in here, so scope out. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. Yep. Get in where you fit in. Let's see. So if it's anybody that's in the chat that knows me, knows Jesus first, knows God, knows Jesus, um, and are here for Sheri Brown. Jesus saves. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Otherwise, I don't know what to say because I'm not going to keep giving my whole attention. My attention to people just being nosy. Or just being trolling, whatever else. I ain't got time for that. I really don't. Not today anyway. Today ain't the day. Today not the day. I'm basically just in here brushing up. Because I laid back down earlier. My throat was sore when I woke up. And I basically didn't hardly do anything to my face and stuff. I didn't have to do much to my face anyway, but wash it. But I'm saying, like, far as in making up makeup, anything like that. Oh yeah. Messing around with these crazy eyebrows. And I have to go get some moisturizer too. I didn't bring my moisturizer in here. My moisturizer. Yeah. Not today. For those who viewed my shorts, especially the one I made for my dad today, I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to make some history today. I made some history already. My Grace, one of my Grace shorts got to like 5K. I made it, I think 2 weeks ago. I don't know, during the time, I think a little bit after my Uncle Richie's birthday was this month too. It was Fool's Day. So around by that time, I think I made that. So usually, like when people's birthdays and, you know, people I miss and important days, I'm trying to make history on those days. This is the thing I've been doing for years. And I really made history on my Uncle Richie's birthday. In Touch had gave me a heart. And then I'll bring her wrote a letter that I did not know until a couple days later. And a few more things. One of my videos. Shorts or something. I can't think of it. A lot of good things been happening. People don't like to celebrate, you know, people's stuff. I don't know. I guess they don't celebrate themselves either. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Today I'll probably be making history again. And if not, trust, I did. I did it twice. I can't tell y'all though. I hit a milestone on views. I woke up this morning and I said, oh my Lord. I seen how close it was getting. So I did. I made history twice today already. Come to think of it. One of my things shorts got 5K. It started off 2 weeks ago as maybe 2 point something. But people been watching it and it went up to 5K. But when you click on it, and it's been getting a lot of likes, but it still hasn't reached the one that went to 1K and had the most shares, and that's only God can do it. If you go look at my my top views, well, YouTube are not showing y'all all my top views, but they decided today to put up the Grace one, where I'm saying Grace, and they put it all the way at the back. And the reason they put it at the back at the top is because my only God can do it, my sobriety, deliverance and sobriety short, basically has more shares, more subscribers, and more likes. So that's how the order they do. They don't go by, which one is which one is the highest. Because my highest one is 6.5 something, right? And that's the one, I don't know. But that was originally 9,000, y'all. Y'all didn't never see it. But because of AI and all these different computers, they took it all the way back down to 6 something. And I remember when I was watching it in the studio, it got up to 9 something, almost 10,000. And I don't know how it did that. And then when I wake up the next day, it just went back to 6,000. So I don't know how that goes. I guess it's trying to figure out who's real people and who's computers or whatever. I don't know what's going on with that. That did that to me in the last few weeks. It took a whole bunch of views from me on a whole bunch of my what the world? Why are you up on Jesus Saves talking about sexual stuff? I'm not even having sex. I am celibate. A little nasty stuff. I don't think nobody ever said that on my live. Spoke like that on my live. I had people talk to me like that when I was on that the thing that my niece told me to put in my phone. Tag. Guys was talking like that to me. But you really had to have the nerve to go up on somebody's live and be that explicit. I mean, Frank or whatever, you just upright just said something like that. You must be drunk. And this is not the day. This is the day that my dad was born. Not this day. Well, he born in 1949, and he don't believe in what you just said. That's why my mom left him. The Browns don't believe in licking cat. But not the ones, the old back in the day ones. Maybe some now, but I'm talking about the older ones. They'll tell you that they ain't licking no cat. But anyway, my dad will tell you that in a minute. That's probably one of the reasons my mom left. Because he wouldn't be no Jody. He wouldn't be a Jody. I I just wanna be 8 days a week. Your can of liquor. Let's see. And your name is Joseph. That's the mess up part about it. I got a Joseph Pollard, Mr. Pollard, that that's been subscribed to me. And what if he come in the chat and I don't think they can see that. Can they see that? Do you have a wife? I know what possessed you to talk like that. I'm just sitting here still thinking what possessed you to do that. Lord Jesus. But anyway, let me see who else in the chat. Nobody else in the chat. So I got to redo my hair. I'm not doing it in braids. I'm doing it in a different style, I believe so, for Easter. And then again, yeah, because, yeah. Whatever I do, I guess it'll look nice. I'm just sitting here just thinking because it's a lot of things that I want to do on Easter. I can't do them all. It's a few churches, including the one that I joined, but two that I joined, Greater Main Temple and First Baptist, right? But what I'm saying is they all having something, but Greater Main Temple is having something really big at the convention center. And I've been talking about going and going and going for a while. I have not went to my church that I had originally joined, but didn't get baptized at. It's Kojic, y'all. It's a Kojic church. I was raised baptism, but believe it or not, I like, and I have interest in different churches and teachings. It's just the way I am. I like holy, Kojic, Baptist, Pentecost, whatever. If they're talking about God and Jesus, and if the church, have good preachers, teachers, and I feel God in the room or in the building, in the temple, whatever. You know your body is a temple, right? But what I'm saying is I tend to be drawn to where the Holy Spirit is and good teachings of the Bible. You get what I'm saying? And people treat me like that you are God's children. Some churches don't treat you right. Look at you like you crazy because the way you present yourself or the way you worship God. Some churches are not upright like this. Yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus. Yes, Jesus. Some churches are not like that, y'all. You go crazy, your head go bad. Talking about Jesus and what He's done for you. Because a lot of them don't even know the story and you don't know your journey. But still, there shouldn't be no reason for them to look at you like, why is she over there clapping and stomping, acting crazy? Because if only they knew. But anyway, you got some churches like that. I say, for instance, right, if I went to um, if I went to Joyce Myers or Joel Osteen church, right, and I bought a ticket and I went in there and they was teaching and preaching, and and the Holy Spirit had jumped in me, and I just got up and oh yes, they put me out. Trust me. Some people just like that. They think that you have to contain what you're feeling and then release it later on your behalf. I mean, when you're at home or whatever. You know, that's the thing with people thinking you should worship God the way they worship God. I ain't for that. I'm gonna tell y'all remember What's Love Got to Do with It? And Tina Turner, and she was up there and her aunts and all told her to go up there and sing This Little Light of Mine. And she went crazy when she sang that song. They put her out the church. Well, I'm that type. One of them expressive ones. She just went off. That little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it. Yeah. That part. Yeah, but you got some people that just like, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah. That part, y'all, what I'm talking about. Somebody give me some moisturizer. And, yeah, some moisturizer. Oh. I didn't see AJ in here. Somebody told me what's up, Aaron Jones. Who's that? Jamir. Oh, y'all. I put a throwback Thursday video. Well, my niece took like 3 videos of me in 2020. I was at my big niece, my oldest niece's house in Phoebus, right? Well, my youngest to the youngest, Lily. When she came here the other day to pick up some stuff, I have her mom, and then my other niece was with Jalea, and then I see my great niece for the first time. And you know what I was thinking about too? That little toy thing that I gave away that I did the video, I forgot all about the little baby. I didn't even know she was with them, I think. And it was hid up under some clothes and stuff that I had got from the Mountain Zion Church. And like soon as I sit down, I saw that little toy up under the thing. And I said, wow. And I said, you know what? Probably a long time before I see the baby again. So I said, I just give it to that little boy that I see him in McDonald's all the time. But anyway, when we were out there, I said, Jaleesa, Lily, what a trouble way I said it, right? I said, thank you for giving me that other video. I said, but the other video I got of me, and it's 3 in all that she made. And I was, because every time they come around, I give them something to laugh at and stuff like that. So I said, Lily, I said, send the other one.
I said I got like 100 and something on the other one, and I said but that crazy one, the other two was way crazier than the one and the two and the three. Yeah, that they crazy. Because you want to tell you how I know they crazy? Because in 2020, I was smoking weed. I think I was sniffing and I was uh drinking hard. It was like right around when that pandemic and stuff, y'all. And every time I get around them, I give them something to laugh about because I'm their auntie, right? And they like, and that's why they all like huddle around me because they know that I'm funny. So thank you. I do look like my dad. Me and my brother look more like my dad. My sister got a bigger nose, but our features, yeah. My dad, if you look at some of his younger pictures, that was when a little bit after he died. He looked at oh, I'm looking at him. I got him over there in the refrigerator. He looked at uh older than he would look because he drank so bad. He drank. You ever seen people when they drink and then when they clean up, their skin get back lighter? Well, my dad is like 3 shades darker, and that was in the summertime. That was a summertime picture, I think, because he got his shirt open and his skin is like tanned. But he always wore pants because he had a hernia, and he wore the pants to hide his hernia that was in his scrotum. Because he got kicked in his scrotum when he was in a fight, and didn't never go to the hospital. So that's what happened. The fluid from his hernia went up, and he had a massive heart attack. Yeah, I was incarcerated when all that happened. But yeah. Well, good to say. Yeah, my nieces, y'all. They they funny, and they know I'm funny, and we all have fun. And one of them, she do a lot of twerking, the youngest one. And I say, y'all, how you work? How you twerk? How you twerk? How you work? And I'm messing with them. I said, this how you do it. This how you do it. And of course, I do extra stuff, and I love to hear their laughter. Their laughter is just means a lot to me because those videos I have them in the other phones, and I just didn't feel like going digging and all that stuff. And I told her, I said, send me the other video. She said, I will. She said, but it's all up in my stuff because she had did it on her laptop. Because she was doing, she was in school for criminal law, right? And I remember she had, because she was studying, but she saw me by the dance, and I didn't know she was filming me, y'all. She had to somehow have went and opened up something on her laptop, and I went over there and peeked, and she had some other guy looking at me. Some people was in the chat talking to her and doing the laughing emojis. I don't know if she was on her TikTok or what platform. I think it was Snapchat, because my other niece, Jazzy, she had, cause I had put up Snapchat in my phone one time before too, and she used to Snapchat me dancing at all the cookouts and stuff ever since she was like 15, 16 years old. She had all them little social media platforms or whatever, and she used to always say, Aunt Sherry, their older sister Jazzy, she's like, go dance, dance, come on, Auntie, get it. They're always trying to hype me up, and that's why my son said like years ago, and all of us was down there, and he said, Mom, you keep it like, because I keep doing what they want me to do, and I be tipsy. He said, Mama, you keep doing that crazy stuff, you gonna go viral. And I understand why he said that, because I'm a fool, y'all. Especially when I was drinking and smoking, I was an extra fool. So I know me. So yeah. I wish these people would stop calling me. If you see a person not answering, stop calling me. I know your face. The lady that said, I saw your short or your dad. Thank you for watching that. But I saw your face. Your face be in my thing. when YouTube send you your thing for weekly recaps and stuff like that, your face be up there, your logo. So you've been watching me a while. I don't know if you subscribe, but I know you watch me. I do know that. You ain't said nothing else either. Let me see. Yes, ma'am. I'm thinking I'm a sub. Girl, you been watching me a while. Come on, I think I'm a sub. If you just watching me to get your channel up, praise God. But mainly what I do over here is enjoy myself and talk about Jesus Christ every single day. And good memories. Because I have PTSD, so I gotta constantly have good memories in my mind. Good thoughts. Good vibes. It don't take you that long to figure out if you want to sub to a person. I don't think it's fair that you come over and you watch me and watch the moves and then go do whatever you see me do on this channel. I mean, I'd rather have genuine views than people just viewing to see what they could do better on their channel or compete against me. I'd rather have a genuine person that like me in my chat or viewing myself than to have a person just to view me just to get an idea. All you gotta do is pray to God. Everything I have, I pray to God for. Everything, down to my son that came out of my belly, my womb. I had a C-section. The people that I'm subscribed to, and most of them are, they're motivational speakers, or they're either pastors, anything that helps me. If they helping me, I'm going to subscribe to them, and I'm going to like their stuff, not just watch their stuff. Lately, what I do now is, when I'm watching Maya Angelou, Charles Stanley, who else? TD Jakes and all the people, I like them. So as they come up and I go on there, I'm liking first. Why? Because I'm learning from them. And I like what they're talking about. You know, Mel Robbins? Yeah, stuff like that. Psychiatrists and people that help me. I'm not subscribed to them for nothing. If they helping me, why wouldn't I like them and why wouldn't I subscribe to them? That's a hater. Yeah, but liking and watching is totally different. You might as well subscribe. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I got you in one of my shorts that you like. I think I was dancing. I remember, and I went over your side to see how many subscribe. I investigate everybody. If you come in my chat, you come in my my comments on my shorts, I'm going right to your channel and see what you're promoting and count your subscribers. Because a lot of people just linger around in my, and it's been going on for a while, they linger around on my channel seeking to kill, steal, and destroy. You know who that is? Satan. They linger around to see if they can get some of your subscribers or steal content or I don't really worry about that. But see, I see who you are now, and I know how to hide you from the channel, or whatever my mind tell me to do, I'm doing. Because you keep coming up every time. It shows your face. Every week, just about in my week wrap-ups or something like that, weekly views or something like that. Yeah. And of course you looked at my dad's today, because in my dad's I put how many views I had this week in 7 days. 87,000. I would look at that too. I snuck it in there because I made history again. You know, I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it for my dad, because my prayer was when my dad died, and for my son was, we was not gonna die of alcohol, and we were not gonna be no nobodies. People always try to say people that's drunks and winos and things like that, they ain't nothing. Like, they don't count. And I made sure that I brand my name, and my son is branding his. He do music, and we was gonna be household names forever. Okay, and that's why I put the 82,000 people that has been watching me in my dad's shout out birthday song. Happy birthday to ya. Yeah, Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna sing it before the day with. I'm gonna sing a happy birthday to everybody. Because when I first started YouTube, people always just say my birthday so I can say their name in the chat, and they wanted views, and say sing happy birthday to me. So I got it so many times. If I go back and cut the clips out, I got about 20,000. No, not 20,000. I got about 25 times I just sung happy birthday to different people and with their names in it. Trust me. I'll go back and get all screenshots and make 20,000 videos out of it, because I know how to do it. God gave me the ability, and I went to Thomas Nelson and have PowerPoint, the North Star. So, yeah, I can go back in there and get clips of me singing happy birthday, and just, or just sing it again and replace my dad's name, whatever, I'm working on something today as we speak, because I need another, something else to cook behind. And I might do it today when I do my daddy's something. Shout out to my dad. Yeah. I don't know. What's that flag mean? Where you from? British? French. You're French? That look like a French flag. Is it French? What is your nationality? Where you from? Consistent don't have anything to do with it. You gotta be entertaining. If you're not entertaining, ain't nobody gonna watch you. I don't care how many times you put videos up. If your videos are not entertaining, you ain't got nothing to go behind it. You have to be interesting. If you're not an interesting person and you just making a video just to make a video, it's not. I keep telling people that. I've always been interested ever since I was little, because I've always been interested in doing something and creating something, like drawing, crocheting, basket weaving, hair weaving, doing something, But if you ain't got nothing for nobody to see that's interesting, they're not going to stop by on your channel. You can make 100 million videos. And then if you're not original and genuine, people know when people genuine. People don't like liars. People don't like fake people. Oh, like it's some girl on the thing. Every time she get on her thing, oh, that's her thumbnail. And I'm like, and probably when her thing go off, she just is boring as heck. Just always, like this, so it gets you to click on her. And she only making, 5-10 minute videos. I bet the rest of her day is boring. Attention seeking, I call it. Originality. It's going to go a long ways. Being genuine and original, it goes a long, long ways. People know fake people. And it don't take too long for them to catch on. And then too, a lot of people on YouTube is basically just about getting monetized and not about having fun and getting monetized. It's about, the check. I would never like work for jobs that I'm not interested in. Most of all my jobs I was interested in it. Down to fire watching in the shipyard. Even though it was boring. But it was still interesting because I get to watch the welders weld. Learn another trade. I look at it like that. Traffic control. They're not easy jobs. They're not they dangerous. The most dangerous jobs. The the fire watching is dangerous because while the welder is messing around with fire, hot work we call it, things can catch a fire. I was there to make sure, the extinguisher to put it out. And then traffic control, you have to be very aware because you got people that's drunk driving, high, and then some people just don't like to follow directions, like stop at the red light, and sometimes they'll run through you with the flag showing them that some work is going on around the curb, a whole something is missing out of the street. you know, if you're not interested in something in that job or something that you're doing, you're there for no reason. So that's the thing about YouTube and too. If you don't enjoy being and talk, I enjoy talking. I love to talk. You don't enjoy talking because a lot of times when I was on YouTube, I was up there like this by myself. Nobody was ever in this chat saying anything to me. They were just sometimes looking and saying that lady up there with that mustache, you know. And then when they did get in the chat, they just was rude. Oh, you got a mustache. You got too much concealer on. Oh, you're a big back, And almost everything they talked about, I probably made up a song about it, or either cooked on them or something. Threw some food over there in their face, made them eat it anyway. So that's what I'm just trying to say. If you're not interesting, ain't nobody gonna watch you if you make 100,000 videos. You gotta be an interesting person, and then you got to have something else too. What? Something you can teach them. And me, I have an A to Z plan. I can teach people how to talk. I can teach people how to sing. I can teach people how to cook, draw, paint, uh, uh, a lot of things. Some bad things too, but I won't do that. I've already done it in the past. You got people that can teach you bad stuff too. And on this channel, I ain't trying to teach nobody bad stuff. I can teach people how to dance. And to be honest, y'all, I taught 2 girls how to perform oral sex. Yeah, that's bad stuff. It's good for them to keep their man or take somebody else's man or woman. But I'm just telling y'all stuff. If you don't have anything to teach or learn nobody nothing, they ain't gonna sit around and watch you. Watch you for what? You can't get them no money. And most of the time, that's what it's about. It's about that dollar, And doing hair and all that stuff. I don't do a lot of it on my channel, but I probably will start doing it. But I mainly doing hair is content, but I'm more content with cooking because that's like therapeutic for me. I've always loved to cook. But and if you look on my channel, you see more cooking, and I love to dance, y'all. The dancing, it's the vibe and the energy from it. It just does something that sets in your body, and then what else? You can lose weight from dancing. Because I remember when I was clubbing, believe it or not, when I was clubbing, I would go to dancing, go into the little, the cast bar, and then down here in Hampton, Virginia, we have a thing that it go from when the kids get out from school from June all the way up to September, and they have all these people that come around and have live music, and you just sit around, and I would sit there and dance from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock the whole time. And I have so many people come out. and would film me with their phone, Snapchat, probably YouTube, and I probably somewhere everywhere on somebody's social media for years. And that's one of the reasons why too go back to why I put that video up that my niece had on thing. Because once I ever and when I do become the popular people y'all say that's popular, all those videos gonna come up. I made some on myself. I made some on when I was experiencing PTSD. When people had did witchcraft on me, I have made them. I have some on my in private on here that I had some episodes, and I have some on Meta. I had to make private where I had some episodes that people were doing witchcraft and PTSD moments. So for anybody that have those, I'm letting them know on my YouTube platform where I have the most subscribers I ever had in my life, that I don't care what type of footage you have of me or whatever you think you have. And because I gave my life back to God and Jesus, and I'm sober, I'm sane, and I'm still sexy and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, it may be some men I have messed with before, because I've had my ex, when I was 17, no, 19, 20. Anyway, we made a little sex video and stuff. So he has one of them, and I had one, and then mine I had lost. It was on VCR tape. But see, all that stuff may come back. But am I afraid of any of that stuff? No. Because majority of everything I did in my past, I enjoy doing it, down to sex. That was one of my biggest sins and habits I couldn't get rid of. Alcohol and sex. So, yeah. I was always interested. Still is interested. And that's one of my prayers was when I came to YouTube, God, please don't let me be a born Christian or born, servant. Just born. Go get up in a cocoon somewhere, because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing something no more. I'm saved. I'm sanctified. Not be able to have fun, dance. Dancing is a good exercise. Pumps the heart, and the dancing with me, I'm gonna tell you about the dancing. It kind of replaces the not having sex, y'all. Think about it. Because when you're having sex, you're doing moves, right? So dancing is like a form of moves. So it's getting the exercise that I would be getting if I was still having sex. Because when you're having sex, you're doing a lot of exercise. So yeah. But I hope and pray that you get what you're looking for. Because if you come over here, you're going to get something different all the time. Because I have an A to Z plan, and God gave me so many gifts. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, so that's why people tune in over here. Yeah. What she's so happy about? She's not smoking weed. She's not having sex. She's not drinking. She's not sniffing powder. Why is she so happy all the time? Find Jesus. Jesus saves. It is what it is. That's what that is. Yeah, Jesus, y'all. It's called This Little Light of Mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. That's what that is. So I done finished doing what I was gonna do, y'all. So put all this stuff back up. I basically just wanted to refresh my face up a little bit just to look like something a little bit more, enhance my beauty. I do be on camera all the time, you know. But it is what it is. If you go look at my videos and things like that, you will see me without makeup, with makeup. I'm still gonna be me. You know. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And who holding me? God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. So I have some more shorts, y'all. I don't really have to create any, but I do them every day. I just do them every day. Because every day I'm in here making content. And every time I'm doing something, I'm always thinking, I'm like, this is content. Let me just turn my camera on because most everything that I do is content. Down, you know, cleaning up or whatever. You know, I got videos where I cleaned up and, you know, and then with the ADHD, it's kind of hard to stay organized when you deal with that. So I talk about that on my platform. So it's a lot. You just go and you'll see at the end of my, when you go with a bio or wherever the details of what me, you'll see a A to Z plan. That's what you'll see. Because down to YouTube, you know, because at the end of the day, even if they partnership with you, at the end of the day, you still got to know who you are. You know, because I've been on plenty of jobs and then did majority of all the work, and they still let me go for knuckleheads. For nobody that won't go work will just sit there and try to keep you from working. People like who they like. You know, a lot of times they like the bad ones, and it is what it is. And my platform, basically, I'm going to talk about who enlightened and who helps me, you know, who shines my light. I'm not going to sit over here and talk about those that always try to dim my light or make me feel some type of way. And like I say, they, or whoever, if it's for you, it's for you. Look at it like that. I mean, just by going and checking me out on my channel and my views, it's not gonna make your channel any better. I mean, it'll make you happy every day because I'm gonna be happy no matter what. You know, if I get 1,000 views, 6,000 views, or 100,000 views, or how many views I get, at the end of the day, am I happy about what I'm putting out? Am I happy within? Am I happy what I'm doing? Do I love to cook? Do I like singing? Do I like dancing? Do I like painting? Do I like drawing? Do I like doing the things that I do put on the content? Or do I like talking? Yes, because I've been talking for 53 minutes and 51 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Jesus saves y'all. And I hope you got the information that you wanted to get. You know, because I told y'all, I mean, I can come up here a million times and tell y'all. I told y'all about Scotland. I told y'all about Canada. All the people that try to act like they befriend me to keep saying their name in the chat. It doesn't work anymore. You know, when you get to the point, you know, fool me once, fool me twice, that stuff doesn't work anymore. You know? It really doesn't. Because the devil come to kill, steal, and destroy. Everybody want to shine, but you have to shine the light that God gave you. You have to use the skills and the gifts that God gave you. You don't have to try to take from nobody else. And do know, today is my daddy's birthday, April the 17th. He was born in 1949. And if it was not for him being born, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. So thank my daddy, YouTube, and my mama, D. Brown, Sweetie D, Lady Love. Jesus saves.